The 1981 10 centimos coin is small in denomination yet large in meaning. It was minted in a period when the Philippines was navigating political, economic, and social shifts. Such coins, though circulated widely, now surface less frequently in well-preserved condition. The design typically includes native motifs, national emblems, and a year that locates it firmly in the late 20th century. Its size, its metallic composition, and its wear or preservation tell a story. How many hands passed it along? How many stalls and markets? How many exchanges of small daily value? As time works, coins of modest face value often vanish into oblivion, melted, lost, discarded. So those that survive in fine or uncirculated condition become more than currency. They become artifacts. Parallel to that is the Lincoln Memorial Cent, introduced in 1959 in honor of Abraham Lincoln's 150th birthday and replacing the former reverse designs. It is so familiar, so instantly recognized, that many people carry it daily without thinking of its deeper significance. But collectors see it differently. The small copper or copper-plated disc with Lincoln's profile and the sculpted memorial on its back is a study in American iconography, in mass production that nonetheless hides rare varieties, errors, special mint marks, and unexpected quirks. A normal cent might not catch the eye, but a cent in exceptional condition, or with an unusual mint mark or die variation, commands attention. Now consider pairing them. This is not simply two coins side by side. It is a dialogue. The Philippine 10 centimos whispers of a nation's everyday life, of marketplaces and people, of transitions and continuity. The Lincoln Memorial Cent speaks loudly of legacy, democracy, leadership, and a national mythos. When placed together, they invite comparison of scale, of value, of symbolism. But what makes a coin collection compelling, what draws viewers in, is not only the historical or political weight but the condition and the narrative. That's why the presentation matters so much. These two coins should be displayed in a way that highlights their surfaces, their patinas, their edges. The 10 centimos might show subtle toning or gentle luster under angled light. The Lincoln Cent, if well preserved, may retain the sharpness of Lincoln's hair, the chapel columns, the signature, and fine lines of the reverse. Careful lighting reveals micro-details, die lines, rim dents, mint marks. A story unfolds in those lines. A scratch from one hand, a contact point from a pocket, a faint abrasion from passing time. In a script like this, to captivate your audience, you emphasize not just what the coins are but what they represent. You could speak of how small coins like the 10 centimos once bought everyday goods, how children might have saved them, how decades later those coins vanish into memory. Then contrast that with how the Lincoln Cent, though ubiquitous, hides within the ordinary some extraordinary examples. Proof strikes, rare mint marks, pristine specimens. You draw the listener in. Imagine if 1 in 1,000 Lincoln cents from a certain year has a die crack or a double die. That makes that cent special. Imagine that your 10 centimos, though modest in face value, survives today in a state that few others can match. You guide listeners through tactile experience. Feel its weight, the click of metal, the rim ridges, the smooth and raised surfaces. Use sensory words. The cool metal, the gentle sheen, the crisp strike, the smooth field, the subtle patina. Tell them. If you tilt it just so, you may see glints of copper, hints of age in the color change, the contrast between flat fields and raised motifs. Invite them to imagine holding them between fingertips, rotating them in light, inspecting edges under magnification. You also bring in the collector's mindset. Explain how rarity is not always about age, but about survival rate, condition, demand, and uniqueness. Some coins may exist in thousands, but only a handful remain in premium grades. Some have errors that make them stand out. Some originate from official proofs, uncirculated sets, or special releases. If your Lincoln Memorial Cent is one of those rare subtypes or unusually preserved pieces, that raises its allure. If your 10 centimos is in a condition rarely seen, that makes it a treasure among its peers. Emphasize that owning a coin is owning a piece of history, a conversation between past and present. You weave in the human element. Let viewers think of the hands that passed through the coin's life. Vendors, shoppers, children, travelers. Let them picture the Philippines in 1981. Its streets, its markets, its rhythms, where the 10 centimos changed hands many times, each time nudged into pockets, jars, or tumbled in change. Then imagine how that coin, decades later, made its way into a collector's hands, crossing oceans perhaps, preserved carefully, now meeting the Lincoln cent in a new setting. Let them feel that journey. Throughout the narration, maintain pacing, don't rush. Pause to let the listener absorb the imagery. Transition from the Philippine coin to the American coin fluidly, comparing and contrasting, but always returning to the central idea. 2 coins, 2 stories, 1 curated presentation. Toward the end, you prepare the listener for the reveal. You recap the rarity, the condition, the symbolism, the tactile beauty, the collector's passion. You set up an anticipation.